All right, hello everybody, and welcome to the second day of a parade of Providence. So last time we learned a little bit about this festival, the Academia's Interdarshan Championship, and we got introduced to the new contestants who are each representing different darshans. We had Tainari, Sino, Farzan, Layla, Kave, and of course our favorite hat guy, who of course is Wanderer. Because of course, why not? And they had to go find some butterflies last time. That went pretty well. I feel a little bit bad for Kave. You know, he and Farazan worked together, and they were willing to split the points, which I'm sure everyone would have been fine with, except for Al Haytham, who is, of course, dishing out the rules and kind of was a bit of a party pooper there, being like, no, it has to be one of you. And then, of course, when they did it random draw, it went to Farazan. But that's okay, because I'm sure he'll get more points this time. So I think the festival is going into the desert today. So I'm excited to see how that goes. Also, something we did last time, we learned a little bit from Dory about this diadem. There was this diadem they presented at the opening ceremony that was from the sponsor of the event, or something like that. And the traveler noticed some weird visions there or something. So then we talked to this guy who said he saw the diadem, something spooky with it as a kid 20 years ago at the Aranara. And something suspicious is up with it. We saw a ghost. Somebody else saw it with the Aranara. Who knows? Or it was in a tree trunk somewhere. Well, if it isn't Teddy and Paimon yet again. I have the latest updates on the Academia Extravaganza. Would you like to hear it? How much is it? My voice is still recovering, so I'm not going to do super high-pitched voices. It's free. Isn't Lord Sangamabe generous? Truly generous, for sure. Do you guys remember Sachin? He was the sponsor, right? The guy who sponsored the Academia Extravaganza. Paimon heard that the prize money and the Diadem of Knowledge came from him. Bingo! In fact, not long ago when I was doing business in the desert, I met an old businessman, and guess what I got for him? A dealer's ledger! With it, I can avoid dangerous areas in the desert. Of course, the most important thing is that the ledger mentions Sachin. It turns out that Sachin has been to the desert to investigate the people's local conditions and customs. He also had cordial exchanges with the traveling merchants in the desert. Much of the text is lost, but this is the first-hand account of the big sponsor behind the Academia Extravaganza. Would you like a look? Okay, let's have a look then. Alright, the sandstorms are raging. The caravan has stalled. We ran into a scholar calling himself Sachin. He said that he can sponsor the caravan, provided that we... this is a trial of human nature, betrayal, plunder. There was nothing we could do. No one could withstand. If I could do it all over again, I would never have taken the money. Then they wouldn't have had to die, and I wouldn't be living like this, a fate worse than death. People are the most terrifying animals in this world. So this further proves my thoughts that the thing might be cursed. This is all hard to understand. Dory, what does this mean? What does this all mean? I'm afraid that if you need to have it analyzed, it'll cost you an extra $1 million more. It's okay, we got it covered. Forget it then. Well, since you're not paying, that'll be all for Dory's special news. But let me give you a hint. There should be someone here who's been to a lot of Academia Extravaganzas. Perhaps you could talk to them? Talk to someone at the venue? Venue. Where? Ooh, down here. Alright, looks like we're going to the desert then. Okay, here we go. Let us see, what is the sub-venue like in Aru Village? I wonder. Probably similar to the one they have in Sumer City. Let's see, I don't see the venue yet, but I do see the person we are looking for. Which is good news. Oh, there's the venue. Hello, Al Haytham and Nilu. I'm glad it's Al Haytham and Nilu and not Al Haytham and somebody else that's similar to Al Haytham, because that would make the commentary very, very stressful to listen to, I'm sure. Alas, seeing these young children, I can't help but reminisce about the past. The Interdarshan Championship has always been a stage for young talent. Unfortunately, not every genius will be successful eventually. Okay, why do you say that? Geniuses are mostly stubborn and cold and find it hard to understand the pain of others. Empathetic people, on the other hand, often fall into self-doubt and depression. Yeah, I think we have a mix of that here. Definitely some people who fall into either one of those categories. People who are not firm can only stand still, while people who are determined but walk the wrong path refuse to look back. There's a lot to think about here. Alright. There's one. What is the other opinion here? How do I get over to there? Lower. How much lower? Higher. Okay, so it's just here. Where are you? Oh, here you are. Hello. For this year's Interdarshan Championship, my favorite has to be Sino. Aside from the skills of the General Mahamatra, looking back at the tournament's history, the Spantamad Darshan is at the highest percentage of champions. Many people say that the Spantamad Darshan produces many talented people such as Cyrus, Ruzika, Lisa, Sino. The brighter the talent, the sooner the game will lose its suspense. The most exciting competition was still 20 years ago. At that time, my friend also participated in the game, and I went there to cheer for him. The last round was played in the Avidia forest. In the end, no one dared to approach them, and no one knew what was going on in the depths of the forest. Then I heard the Academia shut down the competition. Later, the Interdarshan Championship removed many of the events in which people fought to the death, encouraging people from being desperate enough to do so. I'm sorry, this competition used to fight to the death? That doesn't seem like very relevant to an academic. Well, I guess it's not really an academic tournament, but you're basically promoting a place of learning. That doesn't sound exactly what I think you're going for. What is your friend like? Let me think. He's honest and kind, but he's also vulnerable and sensitive. Most of all, he cares about us. When we drink together, our time is filled with laughter and cheer. It's just too bad that it's all in the past now. Among the friends we drank with, some died, some disappeared, some now live in seclusion. They say fate is fickle. Perhaps it's true. Looks like something did happen 20 years ago. Right, didn't Mikas tell us to seek him out if we had any questions? Now we have time, why don't we ask him? Let's do that. Something strange happened at the Interdarshan Championship 20 years ago, involving the crown and some kind of curse. And you know what? We didn't need 1 million Wara to get Dory to do this for us. We're perfectly capable of doing this on our own. All right, let's see. Hello. That incident from 20 years ago. Why the sudden question? Did you hear any particular information? We've heard that the diadem seems to have been lost 20 years ago, and some contestants' personalities changed. You seem to know a lot about that. Because is there something you're not telling us? Not exactly. I was 5 years old when it happened. How could I know? But there are things I've never told anyone. I'm actually a part of the Academia Extravaganza's planning committee because of the influence of a senior colleague. That senior colleague and I met on a trip. He was a bit timid and would always flee and cower somewhere at the first sign of an emergency. One day, 4 years ago, I said to him, I want to go back to the Academia. The Academia Extravaganza is about to begin. And then? Upon mentioning the Academia Extravaganza, he got startled and said something about it has nothing to do with me. When I said goodbye to him, he insisted on getting a drink with me. After several drinks, he started talking all sorts of nonsense. I also had too many in my drunken stupor. I didn't really hear him that well. Well, that was great. Thank you so much. I only remember that he said that he lost the Diadem of Knowledge for a while. He was in charge of the distribution and recovery of the Diadem of Knowledge, and he nearly had a heart attack upon realizing that the diadem was missing. Fortunately, he found it in a tree hole. That's right, something to do with the Aranara and the little boy, who's now an adult. And it's in the tree trunk. Like the one we saw before. He said that the Diadem of Knowledge is a very valuable treasure, which is recorded in many ancient books. Legend has it that it was built by a famous craftsman in ancient times and carries a secret that no one knows. Sachin had entrusted it to the Academia to safeguard the diadem after all. If my senior was responsible for the diadem's disappearance, he could not afford to pay for it with his meager wealth. Well, they should probably have more than one person in charge of it then. Even if the loss is temporary, no one should know of it, lest the Academia find him guilty of gross negligence. So he covered it up? Yes, it seems that he also said that many people came to inquire about it, including children. But he said that the diadem has never been lost. But he was so scared that when things blew over, he quit his job and left the academia. I drank too much that night, and when I woke up the next day, he was gone. The more I thought about it, the more I had a bad feeling that issues would crop up in the academia extravaganza if entrusted to someone like him. I didn't have a job at the time, so I joined the academia extravaganza planning committee. I tried to investigate things on the inside too, but I couldn't find anything. And the diadem was found, and the man whose personality was said to have changed was dead, and there was nothing to be found. Still, 20 years is a long time, not long enough that the people involved from the beginning no longer remember or care. That's all I know. If you're curious, keep investigating, and maybe one day you'll discover the truth. That's easy for you to say. We don't have much to go on. Do you have any more information, like where that senior colleague went? I haven't heard from him. Later, I asked him to the desert to look for him, but in the vast desert, it was almost impossible to run into him. To make up for it, I do have some information on Sachin. Would you like me to hear it? Yes. Sure, tell us. When I was traveling, I did so with an Aramite commander. While we were chatting, he said that he came to possession of an article written by an academia researcher. He seemed to think it was something precious and refused to show it to anyone, only to let me peek at it at my request. I only caught a glimpse of it, but I saw that it was signed by Sachin. I didn't know who Sachin was, nor did I care. After joining the Academia Extravaganza Planning Committee, I found out that he was an important member of the Vahumana Darshan who sponsored the event. If you're interested, you can find the Aramite commander in the desert. He's usually in the Valley of Dari. Information related to Sachin? Alright, let's go have a look. I wonder, when we talk to Wander, so what's your motivation for competing? He's like, I don't have to tell you. What if I have an arrangement with somebody and I'm not going to tell you about it? An arrangement with somebody? It doesn't sound like it's with Nahida either. So this guy was also involved. It was in the Vahumana Darshan. I mean, who knows? Maybe there's a link there between what Wander is doing and what we're investigating right now. Hello. What do you want? Oh, this guy looks real fierce. Either say your piece or leave. I have no time for you. Actually, we heard that you have Sachin's article on you, so we were wondering if we could have a look. Are you kidding me? No! Why would you think that? It seems like you guys really don't know. Some time ago, I had the article appraised. Turns out it's nothing more than a personal travel journal and is of little value. I mean, for money, sure, but we're investigators, so we need all the details. He hired my father to keep him safe. That Sachin fellow would often walk, ask, write, and mumble. There was one time his papers were blown away by the wind. He said it was no big deal. My father, however, thought that these things written by intellectuals must be valuable, so he looked around for them at night with a torch. None among my family can read. My father cherished this article and then passed it on to me. I had no idea it was completely worthless. It sounds unfortunate, but do you still have it? Yes, you want to have a look? You can have a look at it as much as you want. Since it's not worth anything, there's no need for me to be stingy. Okay, let's see. Once the gods reigned supreme, all life flocked to them like sheep seeking shepherds, and those who suffered did so in silence. Now divine power has dwindled while human wisdom has blossomed. However, those who suffer face suffering still. There is a saying in Liyue that goes, life is like lodging at an inn, and in Inazuma, all things are but void. It hurts every time I read these words. I tried to seek the reason for this. The wheel of time turns, and the only constant throughout Sumeru's history is human nature. Since arriving in the desert, I've conducted a total of 64 experiments over the course of 7 years. Men are like prisoners or captured animals, feeding on each other's happiness, until one is doomed to eternal torment. Therefore, where there is gain, there must be loss. Where there is happiness, there is agony. Everyone is a victim, but everyone is also a perpetrator. Greed and numbness reside in the heart of humanity. Driven by greed, humans choose to commit evil, and numbness is why they turn a blind eye to the evil of others. But if this is what the world is, what is, then, the meaning of this world? The future is to the present as the present is to the past. Peace was never an option. Peace was never an option, sure. Conflict is the eternal truth. Everything, from my knowledge, my wisdom, to my life, is but nothingness. So it sounds very philosophical. So this is the article that Sachin wrote. To be honest, Paimon can't make sense of any of it. Well, maybe what we need to deduce from this article is not necessarily the content, but maybe the state of mind that this person was when he wrote it. It does not sound exactly like... Well, this is journal, though. I mean, you know what? Lots of us write philosophical things in our journals. What kind of information can we deduce from what has been written there? Judging from the crummy handwriting, Paimon can't exactly say why, but Paimon feels like he was going through a tough time. Well, we're done reading it. Thank you very much. You're welcome. It's not worth any money, but I'm gonna keep it anyway. After all, my father entrusted it to me. Come see me again if you want to look at it again. Alright. Interesting. Is there another part to this? No? Good. I like this music. This song is one of my favorite ones I've saved on the playlist from the new music. Alright, so we've learned a little bit of vague history about the diadem and some incident that happened 20 years ago. So I'm hoping now that I've done this context will help us as we go along in the story of today's present academia extravaganza with all of our friends. Anyway, let's see what they are all up to, because this is really going to be a blast for sure. I can tell. Actually, Tainari doesn't like being in the desert, right? Okay, it'll be a blast for everybody except him. Everyone else is fine. Hello, everyone!
Is it me, or are the bags under your eyes even darker than during the last round? Are you alright?
Thanks for the concern, Kaveh. I just haven't been sleeping well lately.
Aw,
Even
poor
though
Layla.
I try to fall asleep, I can't get the championship out of my head. And before I know it, it's morning again.
Yeah, I relate to that.
I know the feeling. That happens to me too when I'm agonizing over my blueprints.
Do you have any tips for dealing with that?
To be honest with you, no. You could say there are many things that don't have a quick fix and can only be endured.
Yeah, that is true.
I suppose you can think of it as something akin to an illness. Sometimes there's no effective cure, so you just have to let things run their course.
As I know well after being
I don't
sick
know
all
what's
week.
stressing you out, but I can feel all the anxiety and pressure coming from you. The next round's about to start, so chin up and do your best.
Aw, I love Kave's positive attitude and his empathy towards others.
You do your best too.
He's so supportive.
Looks like everyone's here. I will now explain the second round to you all.
Alright, sounds good.
There are 3 ley line disruptors buried in the area around Aru village.
Okay.
These devices can imitate the effects of ley line disruption and will constantly interfere with the environment. Your goal is to shut them down. The first 3 who manage to finish this task will be awarded 4, 3, and 2 points accordingly.
Ooh, more points than last time.
Note that each person may only bring a set amount of food and water with them, and that leaving the designated
that's
competition
dangerous.
zone will result in
Because
disqualification.
what if they run out?
Well, what do you think? Want to team up again?
Not really.
I shall consider letting you have the points on account of what happened in the previous round.
That's a good deal.
That's all right. I've been here many times, and in any case, machines are one of my specialties. I doubt this will be particularly difficult.
It's good to see such confidence in a youngster like yourself. I also happen to be well acquainted with this place. Let's see who will find these devices first.
Yeah.
But aside from us, you should remember that there's a favorite for Champion. We must be careful of
Oh,
him.
who's the favorite?
A favorite to win?
Yeah, who is it?
Shh, not so loud. I mean that boy Tainari.
He's winning
He
right
took
now,
first
so
place in
yeah.
the previous round, and if he does so again this time, we may as well declare this
Oh,
competition
don't
over.
worry about that though. I'm not so
I
sure.
heard that you solved the Vidya Forest's leyline effluence problem with him not long
We
ago.
did.
Since this round involves resolving a machine-simulated leyline disruption, it should be a simple
If you can do
matter
it
for him.
fast enough before he passes out.
That's true. It does look like his odds of winning are pretty high.
He already has Kale, who is an excellent pupil. If he were to win this round as well, then wouldn't we just be letting him have all the fun?
Yeah, pretty much.
As his senior, it's my solemn duty to prevent such an inequitable arrangement from happening. I'm off.
Alright, see you two. Or see you, Farzan. How's it going, Kaveh?
I'll get going as well. See you
Alright,
later.
see you later too. Glad to see they're still working together though. They work together pretty well.
How are you feeling?
I'm not good.
I think I'm okay, but I'll take things slowly for now.
Okay, we're gonna see how this goes.
Is this all the water we're
You
getting?
better save it.
Sorry. That's what the rules say.
While this round seems to be about how quickly you can shut down the devices, it's also testing your ability to survive in tough conditions.
Layla will be fine, I'm sure. She climbs
I knew it'd be harder
the wall
than I had
before, although she did that while
expected.
she was asleep.
So we'll either need to find the devices as quickly as possible, or we'll have to save our energy and wait for an opportunity. Okay, I'll head out shortly. Thanks a lot, Nilu.
Sounds good.
You're welcome. Please take care of yourself.
Yes, please do.
Well,
The desert's
there goes
dangerous.
everybody.
Except for...
So, who should we visit
Where's
time?
Hat Guy?
Let Paimon think. Oh, right! Didn't Farozan say that Tainari...
Why are we skipping over Hat Guy?
Let's go look
Although
for
he's gonna be
first.
fine. Technically, if he doesn't want to, he doesn't need food or water. Or sleep. Beginnings and endings. He technically doesn't need food or water or sleep. He won't... The heat doesn't bother him. I'm sure he'll be just fine. The mysterious stone slate kept by the Valham on our... Oh, yeah, that's right, from the desert quest.
Hey, how did we circle back here again?
Well, for the competition, Farazan, that's how. Hello there, Sino. How's it going?
The sun is especially intense today. I hope Tainari will
Aw,
be
me
alright.
too.
Probably not. I should go check on him.
See, Sino cares about his best friend ever. Cannot let him die in the sun, even if that means risking his chances at getting a special card for Genius Invocation TCG. Now, where are you? There's a cave here, right? Isn't this like the cave where like Sino's like story quest is? Here? Are you in this cave? No. Where is the cave? There is a cave here, right? Or is this somewhere else? Cave is probably somewhere else. He's probably perfectly fine though. Hello there, Hat Guy. How are you on this lovely, scorching sunny day?
This seems more annoying than the last round. That's fine, though. I'll find some place to sit and watch them scurry.
Scurry around like mice. I swear, I think his plan is just to throw the competition.
Let me see. Where would they put one of these disruptors?
I don't know. I hope you have a plan, because otherwise this is going to be dangerous. Very dangerous. For a while, I didn't know you could get wood from these trees. Okay, maybe you can't from the bigger ones, but I didn't know you could. And then I discovered it when I needed this desert wood for furnishings that I couldn't find. Kaveh, where did you go?
The wind rises.
Come on. Hello.
A desert fox? Why would there be desert foxes here? Oh, whoa! Stop biting my clothes! Hey!
Aw, that's adorable. Alright, who's next? Okay, Layla, and then... Oh, how do we get over to Layla? I guess from this waypoint as well. And then we'll see how Tainari is doing. Because although he's the favorite to win, based on his skills and everything... Because you know what? He seems like the... Like, he was the one with the best plan in the last round, you know? He knows what he's doing. And same with the thing with the ley lines. Like we did in the story quest. He's got this down. The one disadvantage he has is the desert. Which might be a pretty big factor here.
I feel a little faint.
No! Especially since she hasn't been sleeping well. It probably makes it worse too. Oh, poor Layla. And poor Tainari too. Let's go check on him. Let's make sure he's okay. We cannot abandon our friend. Just like Sino thought. Is he here? He is here.
Hey, Tainari? Tainari! Huh? Weird. The locator says that he should be around here somewhere. Tainari! Can you hear us?
Hello? He's over there. No!
You're right! Huh? Oh no, it looks like he's fainted! We have to help him!
Yeah, maybe this round isn't for him.
Tainari,
Oh
are
no!
you okay?
We gotta get him to the shade.
It's so hot.
Oh, so you passed out because of the heat? Are you not used to getting around in the desert?
No, he doesn't like the desert.
That's right. I usually bring lots of water when I go to the desert, precisely to avoid this situation. I went through all my water very quickly, and with the effects of the disturbed ley lines, I started feeling dizzy. My ancestors, the Valuk-Ashuna, were originally from the desert. But I guess this is what happens when a species migrates. They become intolerant of their original environment.
This isn't the time for a history lesson. Let's get you some water.
Humans, such fragile beings. Your bodies can't even survive extreme changes in the environment.
Okay, first, I think Tainari is gonna need to just take the L and the disqualification from this round, because there's no way winning this round is worth constantly fainting because your body is not able to handle the desert. Second of all, I love how Wanderer is just here to sow chaos all the time. That's literally, he's just sitting around. He's not even actively looking for anything. He's just kind of here to just mess with everybody and do his thing where he's acting suspicious all the time. And why are you here instead of looking for the ley lines?
Here, take this. Let him drink it.
Aw, wait, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. I guess he doesn't need it. But still, thank you so much.
Are you serious? This had better be just normal water. Hey, you're leaving already?
Wow, that was actually really kind of him. It seems that this really is just water.
Paimon really doesn't get that guy. What's he up to? Anyway, let's focus on helping Tainari drink some water first.
I mean, maybe he's just trying to learn the lesson that he doesn't try to teach him. It doesn't have to be a transactional relationships all the time.
Oh, it wasn't just the two of us. Just now.
Found you at last.
Hello.
No, you're here too.
Aw,
I was
everyone's taking care of
concerned,
him.
So I came back to check on you. Will you be able to go on?
No, but thank you very much for your concern.
The fur on my tail is so dry, it's practically been singed right off. I don't see any purpose in pushing myself beyond what is reasonable. It appears I'm not suited to this particular round. I should probably just return to Aru Village and
Yeah.
rest.
Really? So you're backing out?
I think he should. Health is the most important thing.
I do have my results in the first round to serve as a buffer, so even if I forfeit this round, I still have a chance to turn things around later. Withdrawing now will allow me to conserve my energy. Continuing to push onward would be counterproductive.
I agree.
A wise decision. Let's get you back to Aru Village.
It's fine. I can make it back on my own.
Oh, stop trying to be so polite. Come on, we'll help you back to our
Yeah, we'll take you. Sino can go back to the competition if he wants. We'll take Tainari back. You can count on us. Where's everybody? All right. I love this tracker. I love it because now we get to see everybody's moving around the desert like they would in a real competition. But this also shows, like, in a real competition, they probably have, like, all these camera people to follow all the contestants around. And then whoever is editing it, they have to go through so much footage of everybody at different stages to show, like, this is what everybody's up to at every point in time. Alright, and what are you up to now?
You two must have a lot of free time if you came looking for me.
Unfortunately, we do. Hey, thanks for helping us out back then. You know, I did think of a motive as to why he might have done it. Do you remember in the Archon quest, and he he sent lightning bolts down everything, and one of them hit Tainari? It could just be an apology for that. You know what I mean? I mean, he's learning. He's learning to not do everything just for the sake of, well, I help you, now you have to help me in return. Kind of with every single person kind of thing. I mean, like, it is good to give back. But you know what I mean? Like, his whole life has just been, like, people using him. But yeah, maybe he's just making up for that dangerous lightning bolt strike, because that was very not nice. You guys haven't moved, right? I assume Farazan and Kaveh's are the same. Where is Farazan? Here you are. Yeah, okay, same. Alright, so it looks like if we go to Layla over here. Bring Tainari so he can rest. And what is Layla up to? I mean, it looks like we have to go underneath here to see what is going on. Hello there, Layla.
How are you feeling now, Tainari? Do you want to rest some more?
You feeling better? I hope you are.
There's some shade here, so we can stop for a while.
All right, let's do that.
I like this music. Our village music.
Oh, Sino and Tainari.
It feels like we're coming home to
You got
somewhere.
the Traveler and Paimon with you. Oh, hey, Layla.
Hello, Layla.
Yeah, the sun was too strong, so I decided to take cover here for a while.
Yeah, same.
What about you? Are you all done already?
Not yet.
Unfortunately not. I'm not quite as capable as I thought. I intend to withdraw from this round. Sino and the Traveler are escorting me back to Aru Village.
Yeah.
Withdraw? Can you even do that?
I believe the rules do provide for such a situation. Al-Haytham did say that the act of leaving the competition grounds would result in
Well, of course there has to be an option to
disqualification from the
withdraw in case like somebody
Didn't I
like
ask you if you were
passes
all right
out or
before
something,
this?
which is exactly what
If you had just
happened.
decided to withdraw then, you wouldn't have had to suffer.
round. Well, I had to try, didn't I? So I tried, and it didn't work out. And now I'm backing out while
Yeah,
I
he
can.
did give it a try, which
When
I
get
think is good.
back, I'm
But
definitely
he
going to
also
make
knows
a
his
batch
limits
of
and
sun-resistant oil.
not to push it.
Next time I venture into the desert, I'll be prepared. By the way, you're Layla, aren't you? You don't look very well yourself. Will you be all right?
I did feel a little faint when I first entered the desert, but I feel a lot better after resting here for a while.
That's good to hear.
Be careful not to push yourself too hard.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm just...
Feeling the pressure?
You can tell?
Your expression is similar to the ones I see on criminals' faces when I interrogate them.
Very good way
Tell
to
you
make them
the
feel
truth,
better.
I'm still not sure whether I have what it takes to represent the Ratawa Starshan in the championship.
Aw. Oh, they
Most
chose you
people
for a
voted
reason.
for me because of all the rumors surrounding me, and to be honest, those rumors don't really mean anything. Now I don't know how to deal with all the expectations they've put on me. Even the people who usually criticize me voted for me this time. So I feel like I have to live up to their expectations somehow.
So their expectations are putting pressure on you.
Yes. Actually, I heard that you were voted in as well, Tainari. How do you deal with it?
To be completely honest, I don't really feel any pressure. Firstly, Those who expect things from you do not necessarily do so for benign reasons. On the other hand, those who do consider your feelings certainly wouldn't want you to push yourself. Next, we are researchers. Our primary duty is to interact with knowledge, not to meet others' expectations. As for me, I took part in this competition to advertise for an academic lecture at Gandharvaville next month. I'll obviously try my best during the competition, but I won't let any additional pressure get to me. I think you can also try to find a clearly defined goal. That may help you.
Huh. I understand.
Yeah, find a
Thanks
goal
for
for
your
yourself.
advice.
Then you feel less pressure about
I'm
trying to
absolutely
do
parched
something
after
for other
talking so
people.
much.
You
I've
should go
still got
rest.
some water with me.
No, I'll be all right. We aren't far from Aru Village, so I can go the rest of the way myself. You should get back to the competition. Don't you want to win that limited edition card?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
right.
All right then. Your spirit will live on through me.
That's right. Win
Hey,
for
don't talk
yourself
like that.
and Tainari.
I'm not dead, Sino.
Well,
Everyone,
well, I
I'll
mean,
be
yeah.
heading back now. See you after the round ends.
See ya later. Get some rest, Tainari.
I'll continue searching for the ley line disruptors.
Alright, good luck. I hope you win this time.
Are you feeling better now, Layla? Yeah, I feel like some of the weight has been taken off my shoulders after chatting with Tainari.
Aw, that's good. I'm glad.
It's been a long time since I first left my hometown to come to the academia, and every day here has been so precious. But of course, there have been some rough times. All sorts of complex astrological models, countless quizzes, and essays that took all my brain power to barely finish. Each of those things are like huge boulders barreling at me, forcing me to continue running forward. When I
Yeah,
was
I
chosen
understand
as
what
my
that's like.
Darshan's representative, it felt like another boulder was added to the ones already rolling behind me. Every time I close my eyes, I think of all the people I'd disappoint if I mess up.
Aw. Well, we would never be disappointed in you. And we're your friends. And I'm sure there's plenty of people in the Vatawa Starshan that wouldn't be disappointed either. Because everybody just wants you to do your best. And if they thought they could do it better than you, then they would have nominated themselves, but they didn't. They chose you. So don't worry. Just believe in yourself and do your very best. The best that you can do.
Yeah, I think that's what Tainari was trying to tell me.
Yeah, that's
You're
right.
our good friends, which is why you didn't stop him from dropping out of this round, and why you don't feel disappointed in me.
Yes, take care of yourself first and foremost.
That said, he did also say that he hopes I could have more concrete goals for taking part in this competition. I don't have any now, but I'll give that some thought. Anyway, I won't take up any more of your time. You still have to record the other contestants' progress, don't you?
That's right.
Perhaps
We
they've
gotta
had
get back
some
out there.
breakthroughs while we've been chatting.
True. We should go look for the others. Now, who's left? Tainari's dropped out for the round, and we just saw Sino.
You could go see how Madame Farozan's doing. I've heard that she's quite knowledgeable about the desert, so she's probably made some progress by now.
I hope so.
Okay,
All those years in the
Farozan.
desert, I hope that that is going to be a huge asset to her in this competition. Looks like everybody's moved. Hang on.
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
That's good. I think Tainari's advice was very good too. If you have goals for yourself, you feel less pressure of trying to please others. If you feel that more than anything you're trying to do something for yourself. It's like if you set a goal or an intention to what you're doing, that will definitely make the experience much more fulfilling to you. And I think that Layla is going to be like like I said before, there's a good chance Layla will be the like underdog winner of this championship, the one that nobody saw coming. So who knows?
Looks like someone's taking it easy.
Yeah,
You
he's
should be thrilled that I have
very
nothing to do.
chill.
Otherwise, that means someone's in for a very, very bad day.
But if you don't get any points this round, you won't have a shot at winning.
It's not like I care about winning or clout. Really, the real prize for me is watching all these people fight over something so useless.
He loves to see it.
Oh, you reminded me of something. There shouldn't be any more incidents after this round. If you'll excuse me.
What do you
I
mean by
have
that?
somewhere to
What do you
be.
mean by incidents? Like, what do you mean by incidents? Like Tainari passing out, was that an incident? Or are you talking about like other incidents? It's so hard to figure him out sometimes. Which is exactly his goal. Is there a scarab here? There is. There's 2 scarabs here. Very nice. They are mine now. One of these days, if I ever pull for Sino, I will have all of the scarabs ready. Like, I'm not even trying to get them because they're really hard to get them, but I'll just have collected up so many over the time that I'll have enough. How many do I have right now? 83. You know what? That's actually not bad. That's actually halfway to being able to max out a character. Now, where are you, Sino? You're not here. Oh, you are here.
I will never give up. How did the rest go? Oh, right. I will never give up. My will is my greatest weapon.
That's right. You got this, dude. You got this. I love the sheer difference between Sino when he's on duty and off duty. The serious General Mahamatra who will execute justice of his own will. Or the guy who likes reading light novels and playing Genius Invocation TCG and making funny jokes, the funniest jokes. There's more foxes.
There's another one.
There is another one. Oh, Kaveh. Is it your outfit? Like, this is real. This is so funny. But why? Well, I'm not complaining. If I was traveling somewhere and all these adorable little foxes came up to me and they weren't being aggressive or having any sort of intention to hurt me, then I would just let them be. And that would be very cool. That'd be very cute. Oh, Scarab. I missed Scarab. Hello, Farazan.
Hey there, Farozan. Have you made any progress?
Ah, you're just in time. I'm about to start digging right here.
That's good.
Oh, you found the leyline disruptor already?
Possibly, right?
Such a simple problem could never confound me. Not long after entering the desert, I discovered a primal construct that was acting abnormally, so I followed it all the way here.
We got our camera ready.
Once I got near here, it suddenly disappeared. Something unusual must be happening around this area.
That's a good plan to
You're
use,
a
though.
true expert, Madam Farozan.
To see
You know what to
the
do
effects
right
of
away.
everything that get changed by the ley
I
line
do happen
disruption.
to have more experience than most. But that aside, has anyone completed this challenge yet?
Not yet.
Nope, not yet.
Well then, I suppose I'll be the first. What about that boy Tainari?
He withdrew from this round, so you don't need to worry about fan favorite over here sweeping the entire tournament.
Oh? And why's that?
He passed out in the heat.
He's not used to being out and about in the desert.
Yeah, so here's where you have the advantage
I
then.
didn't think he would have such a weakness. I suppose he could use a bit more training.
Maybe.
What about the others? Is that Rotawahist girl still a bundle of nerves?
Yeah, but she's had a pep talk
I know
now.
he gave Layla some advice,
Yeah.
and she seems to be doing a lot
She's been
better
motivated
now.
a little bit,
Sino
which is
just
good.
started his search for the disruptors, and as for Hat Guy, well, Who knows what he's thinking?
Who knows? Nobody
And what
knows,
about
ever.
Kaveh? Has he found a ley line disruptor yet?
No.
Paimon doesn't think so, or our locators would have already let us know.
It seems that he is just running into a lot of foxes.
What's he lollygagging for? With his skills, you should have heard something from him by now.
It's probably the foxes.
Well, I'm afraid the most thrilling moments are already done here. You should probably go find Kaveh and see
Really?
how
You
he's
haven't
faring
dug
now.
you haven't dug up the thing yet. We want to get that on camera.
Here it comes. I think I'm about to strike gold.
I mean, sure, I guess we'll leave, but I wouldn't be so sure. I think that since we're the camera people, you should not send us away so quickly. Okay, you haven't moved, you haven't moved. You've moved. What is up with you now? Yeah, Wander over here, not Hat Guy is not here to win any points. Layla is finding her goals and her motivations to be here. Looks like Farazan's about to hit gold here. Sino is very motivated too to win for both himself and his will to get the card, and also in spirit of Tainari. And who knows what Kave's up to?
I think I'll start by doing a loop around the competition zone.
Well, it's turning nighttime, so it actually be better for you because it'll be more shady. Might actually be better for a Tainari too. If you think about it, if he had held on for a little bit and seen, because since nobody's actually found the ley lines yet, except for maybe Farazan, if he had stuck around like in the shade a little bit more, he could have come out at nighttime and maybe had a better chance of being able to make it through. But I understand. You know what? At that point, since he already put himself out there and it had already passed out once, I wouldn't risk it again. I think it was a good idea that he decided to rest instead. And you know what? This just makes the competition more interesting. That the guy who is in first place the first time is not here the second time. Oh my gosh, it's Kaveh and Marak! Hello! And a bunch of foxes. This is quite the sight to see. What is going on here? How do I zoom in a bit more? Hello! Hello!
Come on, stop following me! I already gave you all the food I had on me.
Maybe they don't want food. Aww.
You can cry all you want. I don't have any more food.
Actually,
All I have
you
left
probably
is a
shouldn't have
half
given
bottle of
away all of
water,
your
and I can't
food. You
possibly
need that
give you that.
to eat.
Without water, traveling in the desert will be incredibly difficult, and I still need to find what I'm looking for. Marak, can you help me out here? Keep them away.
Aww. So cute. I love Marak.
Kaveh, there you are.
I love how Marak just kind of went away to go try its best to chase away the foxes.
Just thinking about it makes me upset. Not long after I entered the desert, I was accosted
I love
by
how
these
Marak's trying to like stick its little arms out to
I
like
don't know why, but
be
they didn't
bigger
leave
and
the competition
scarier.
grounds. And now the ley line disruptions have left them confused and circling around the area. The moment they saw me, they wouldn't leave me alone. They even cheated me out of my limited food supply.
You didn't need to give them your food supply. But maybe in exchange for doing so, they will help you find the ley line disruptor?
Hey, didn't I ask you to keep them away?
It tried.
Kaveh, is this flying metal thingy yours?
It's his best friend.
That's right. This is my toolbox, Marak.
Hello, Marak.
Your toolbox? Huh. It seems pretty fancy.
I know.
Hey
So
there.
cool.
Can you understand?
He also has a small flying pet. Beep boop. Aww. Why is it here with you?
Sometimes I need to carry things when I go out, so it's handy to have a portable toolbox.
Well, this definitely doesn't look like an ordinary toolbox, that's for sure.
It's a long story. When I was working in the desert, I ran into a merchant group who had a machine core they excavated from some tomb. It
Okay.
was clearly from King Deshret's civilization. His technology still isn't fully understood, and Ksharawar has many different opinions on this topic. Our current theories cannot explain such mysteries. Upon seeing such a rare, complete specimen before me, I forked over all the mora on my person to purchase it.
Well, it seems like a
Sometime
good
back,
purchase.
I wanted to make an automated case that could store my offloaded items. With that core, I created Mirak.
Wow, awesome! That's so cool.
It can't understand commands that are too complex, but it can serve as my assistant and help me with things like mapping and surveying. Most importantly, it can't talk, so it can't give me any attitude.
Well, it has a face. That seems like a lot of attitude right there.
Oh, yes. Thanks for helping hide the fact that I live at Alhatham's place earlier.
Well, there's only one option for me to pick here. Well, Paimon was the one who gave it away in the first place.
Sorry.
I hope this season of my life ends soon, so I can get things back on track.
Me too.
Things just started going downhill at some point. Maybe it all started when my mom remarried and left for Fontaine. Or maybe it all started when I spoke to Alhatham in the library.
Oh, seems like you have a lot of life
because
drama.
Constructing the Palace of Alcazar's burned through my funds. I'm still paying off the debt from that one. Oh, when's this going to end?
I don't know. I'm so sorry, dude. I feel for you. I want everything to be okay for you.
Now that I think about it, I guess we're all unlucky here.
Super unlucky.
It's not like any of you asked to be trapped in a ley line disruption.
Yeah.
Okay.
He gave them
Let
the
me get you
food
all
because
out.
he's very compassionate. Otherwise, I think you should save the food for yourself, and then you can come back and bring the food later.
For the ley line disruptors?
Yes, but I can't just leave them here, can I?
Well, can't you look for it first and then take them
Forget
back?
it. The more I think about this, the more I feel a headache coming on. I'll get back to searching once I get them out of here.
Aww.
Time's a-wasting. I'm off.
Look at him with his little...
Kaveh looks like he's conflicted. He really wants to win, but he can't ignore those he wants to help.
Yeah. He's following his heart, and his heart tells him that to do what is... he's willing to make a sacrifice for others. But they've shown that this is also, like, a source of... He's very gullible sometimes, too. But if you ask me, it's like... He just wants to do the right thing, and sometimes you do the right thing and things don't work out anyway, but at least you keep trying to do your very best, and to do your very best for the world. And that's what Kaveh seems to be doing. In the end, it's between Kaveh and Alhatham, the two characters that are definitely foils to each other. It's not good to have too much of one or the other. You don't have too much rationality and not caring about other people. But at the same time, you can't go and try to care for people when you can't even care for yourself. Like, you need to be able to take care of yourself in order to be able to take care of others. And it's like, well, looks like either end of the spectrum is a little bit not working out necessarily well. Except poor Kaveh seems to be very unlucky, just in general. He's a unique character.
Paimon's always felt like he's the type who easily gets himself into tough spots.
Yeah.
Paimon doesn't mean this in an insulting way, but he seems like the kind of guy who'd be really easy to take advantage of.
What was that sound? That might be true. And I think that's why it's like, when you have the strength to protect that kind of, like, that sort of, like, innocence towards the ways of the world, then you should try to. That's why it's like, I want to protect Kaveh so much, you know. I just, like, that sort of, like, empathy he has for other people is very precious. But it also gets him into a lot of trouble if he's not careful and doesn't have, like, that sort of, like, shield to protect him from the world, because even if he's good, the world itself can sometimes be quite cruel, can't it? Yeah, you're certainly cruel with the truth.
Whoa! Someone's done already!
Oh, that's what the sound was. It's either Kaveh or Farazan. So either the foxes helped him dig up the thing, or Farazan dug up a thing.
Paimon also wants to know. Let's go back and ask Alhatham.
We're not gonna see who's got second place? Alright, let's see. Where is everybody? Oh, Kaveh's even further out. Okay. Hat Guy and Sino are gone, so it's probably one of them. Let's see. Oh, but see, it's like, but if you saw 3 like baby foxes, I guess they're not babies, but still 3 little foxes that were just giving you like puppy eyes for food. Man, I so relate to Kaveh on that one. I can't just leave them behind.
Shh, quiet. I'm currently trying to find a way out of here.
You gotta be careful. Find a way for them to get out of here without eliminating yourself. Although, let's be honest though, he's going to probably not make it, unfortunately. But at least...
How did we circle back here again?
I don't know. But at least he can go to sleep tonight knowing that he tried to save somebody. Save these little foxes.
Here it comes. I think I'm about to strike gold.
Still? That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign if you haven't already found it. Let's see. Layla. It must be easier if you know it's nighttime. I'm not sure if the dialogue changes because it's nighttime though. Is the only thing, so who knows. But let's see. How's it going? I assume you are up here, right? No? Yes, yes you are. Look how beautiful all the stars are though. It's a clear night.
There's a few things that seem a little off about this place. Let me collect my thoughts for a second.
Are you onto something? Maybe she has found it. It is a beautiful night to be gliding through the desert, though. Like, I don't think I don't have too much experience being in the desert. But I do imagine it is quite, well, it depends on where you are. Like what's the climate and, like, how close you are to the equator. But I imagine a lot of times it's a lot cooler in the desert. Alright, let's see. Hello, everyone. Where am I? Oh, here we go. Sino, you did it! You got points!
Verification complete. Congratulations on being this round's first winner, Sino.
That puts him in the lead, too. Good job, Sino.
Oh, so Sino was the quickest.
Awesome.
I am from Spontamon, after all. We know a lot about ley lines, so finding a disruptor was never going to be particularly difficult for me.
Since
True,
the Traveler
true.
and Paimon also happened to be here, do you have anything you want to
Yeah,
say?
anything you want to say while the cameras are rolling?
Anything I want to say? My friend couldn't continue on, so failure was never an option.
That's
The
right.
bonds of yesterday will forge the road to tomorrow. With the ties of friendship that bind us, I won't lose to anyone.
There we go. That's the
That's
spirit.
a line from King of Invocations, one of my favorite works, and it sums up my thoughts right now.
Perfect.
It might be a good thing that Tainari isn't here, or else he'd give Sino a good smack right about now.
Yep, but you know what? We love it when people are passionate about the things that they're passionate about. This is very Sino. It's very much like him.
Oh, wow. It's already so late. Everyone's probably running low on food and water. It'll only get harder from here on out.
Something similar happened in King of Invocations.
Yeah?
What a classic.
What was it?
Any thoughts on that, Alhaitham?
I have no thoughts regarding King of Invocations.
Nilo obviously wasn't asking about that.
Yeah, she's talking about everybody
Deserts
dying in
are
the
much
desert.
more dangerous at night, so this competition should be nearing its end. At the moment, only Farazan, Layla, and Kaveh remain.
Oh, and where's Hat Guy?
I wonder who the next person to find a disruptor will be.
Where's Hat Guy?
Wait, only 3 people are left? Tainari forfeited, and Sino's already done. What about Hat Guy?
Yeah, what about Hat Guy?
He also forfeited not long ago.
Oh, of course. He's...
Paimon can't understand what he's thinking at all.
He's always up to something, and it's not even always something bad.
It's almost over. Let's go see what the other contestants are doing.
Actually, we haven't had a whole lot of experience with him plotting things that are not bad yet, but I imagine that he's taking a break from nefarious deeds for now. Hello.
Are you alright?
Much better. Aru Village's hospitality sure is something. 2 whole pitchers of water, to be precise.
Oh, that's good. I'm
if
glad.
Your throat's too wet as a result, I can provide some dry
No.
humor.
Thank you.
No, thanks. Much appreciated, though.
These two.
Things are really heating up now. You can feel the contestants' passion too, can't you all hate them?
Compared to the abstraction of human emotions, the desert heat is easier to intuit. Tighnari made the right decision to forfeit.
Classic Nihlu and Alhaitham. Good to see that they are doing exactly as they tend to do. I'm actually going to leave from Caravan Rebot here to see how is it going, Kaveh? You did not accidentally disqualify yourself, did you, by straying too far? But hopefully he was able to get those foxes to safety, because, like, if I was me, I think my decision would be, I'm going to do the competition first, and then as soon as it's over, I'm going to buy up as much food and water from Aru Village as I can and go back for them. Because sometimes you have to make priorities, and like I said, sometimes you just gotta take care of yourself first. You're in the middle of the desert, you could die. Oh my gosh, you're still here. So you probably should do what you have to do to get out of here.
Shh, quiet.
Okay, so he's still here. It's just like when the oxygen masks fall down in the airplane when there's low oxygen, and the instructions are like, put the mask on yourself before you help anybody. It's like you have to make sure that you are okay before you're able to actually help out. Now, Farazan, if you're still digging over here.
How weird. The locator says that Madame Farazan's nearby, but where?
That's not good. I hope she didn't get stuck in quicksand or something. I mean, I know she was trapped for 100 years in a puzzle in the desert that made her immortal during that time. But, you know, I don't see that. I mean, she's still human. She can still suffocate and understand. Where am I supposed to find something here? I don't think this is underground area is here. They're here? I don't know. That's a little bit worrisome. But hopefully everything will be okay. Alright, let's see. Let us see. Oh, Leela! Did you find it?
Hello again. You know, it suddenly occurred to me that you guys have had to do a lot of running around this time. Don't you find it tiring?
Well, I assume that we as a commentator get as much food and water as we want, and we can go back to Aru Village whenever we want.
Really? Wow. I don't know where you get your strength from.
Me neither.
The desert's getting colder now that night's falling, and the wind can really sting your face because of all the sand in it. Has anyone finished this round yet?
I know.
already shut one down. Have you made any progress
But we should let you know there's also 2 other people who are not competing, so that's less competition.
I circled the whole area, but I didn't find anything. But I did have the chance to think some more about that thing that was weighing on my mind, and I realized something.
Yeah, what was that?
Well, my fellow Retawahist members must have all put my name forward for different reasons, and maybe a lot of them only picked me because they wanted to watch me make a fool
No,
of
that's probably
myself.
not true.
But
And even if it
as
is
may,
true,
I
it
believe
doesn't
that a lot of
matter.
them genuinely do expect great things from me.
You don't know what's going on in other people's heads. And the fact of the matter is, what she said is a really true possibility. But even if all of them voted for you for that reason, so what? You can have your own reasons now. Make a glass half full. Make the best of your situation. Have some fun. Enjoy yourself out here. And find some reason to do it for yourself, because then it'll make you feel a lot better.
And I want to live up to their expectations. I don't want them to regret putting my name down.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that believe in you too.
Doesn't thinking like that put a lot of pressure on you?
Of course, that comes with some amount of pressure for sure. But now I've thought about it, I don't feel like this is something I have to do. Instead, it's something I want to do.
Yay, that's great.
That may not sound like a huge difference to you, but it's helped me relax a lot. So don't worry about me.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, it's way better to do something that you want to do,
Also,
and not something you feel like you have to do just to believe, just to have other people believe in you. Aww.
I think I'll just...
Well, you didn't sleep
take
last
a
night, so I
quick
think you should get
nap.
some sleep.
Just a quick one.
If you don't sleep, you might faint more easily, so you should probably rest. Like I said, health is most important.
But the competition
Hey, it's
isn't
other
over
Layla!
yet. Oh, Layla. She's really a bundle of nerves, isn't she?
Yes.
You're...
It's other Layla!
Good to see you too. Ooh, it's nice to be out. Feels like I've been cooped up inside for quite a while.
Yeah, she's been awake for a while,
Since
so
I'm here,
yeah.
I guess I should help her finish this. What are we supposed to be doing here again? Finding a ley line disruptor, was it?
That's right. This
Let
is where
me
Layla's gonna
see.
win.
Looks like she's basically gathered all the information she needs. It won't take long to wrap this up.
That's the
Come
spirit.
with me, you two.
Okay. Yay, we have confident Layla who believes in herself. How does her body have enough energy to keep up with
Do you ever get the feeling that the ley lines
two
have
people?
a regular flow? Similar to the way that celestial bodies follow fixed orbits.
Possibly?
If we were looking down from on high, I wonder whether we'd find that the ley lines are just the reflections of the stars upon the Earth. Not all astrological
You know what?
phenomena
That might
can
be true.
directly
You remember
observed.
the Torah was
Some are
saying, like,
deductions
that's the
based on other
secret
details
hidden
that
by
we know.
Irminsul about the truth of this world.
It's the same situation
Saying something
with the ley
about the
lines.
stars are
The
a
parts
lie.
of them that are hidden underground can be identified via elemental energy, sound, and other phenomena.
I think she's gonna get second place. Not gonna win, but second place. Where are we going? Sorry, I
Plus,
looked away.
now that someone has shut one of the disruptors down, the contrast between before and after can provide me with further information still. Let me see. It should be here, I think.
Yeah. But see, it took the two Laylas working together. Other Layla still needed daytime
This
Layla's
should be
help.
it, right? I'll turn it off. That should restore the ley lines in the area to normal.
Yay, you did it!
Nice work.
Again, I didn't do any of the real work. I'm just wrapping up.
But sometimes you're just the little
She'll
push she needs to
probably
get over
wake
the
up
finish
soon.
line.
No doubt she'll be a little disoriented at first, but once she's got her bearings, she'll go and report that she shut down this disruptor.
Mm-hmm.
Will you be staying here for a while? Or are you going to check on the other contestants?
We need to see if Farazan's still
Time to check the
alive.
locator. Whoa. It looks like Kaveh and Farazan are headed towards the same place.
Oh no, it's gonna be between the two of them again.
Perhaps they're about to find the last disruptor. Also, speaking of Kaveh, he's an interesting one.
Yeah, I think so too.
Why do you say that?
Before the second round, he had a chat with the other me. He said that worries can be like illnesses. They don't always have a magic cure. Sometimes you just have to endure them as best you can until they run their course. But the way I see it, his situation is much worse than my other self's. She just hadn't found what she wanted to do at the moment, which is why she felt lost. Kaveh, meanwhile, knows what he wants to do. He's convinced that he has to win, and yet he still seems conflicted.
Yeah,
He
that's
doesn't have a
true.
second personality, but somehow he still seems that he's at odds with himself in some way.
Even more than the
I
two
don't know
Laylas.
exactly how to describe it. It's like he's smiling on the outside, but there's no joy inside. Only sorrow.
Aww.
Still,
I can see a little
who
bit of that in
knows?
him, for sure.
He must be more experienced than me. Maybe he's just better at dealing with it all than I am. Oh, but back to the topic of wrapping up. Shouldn't you be getting back to the action to record how everything plays out? Last one, then the round's over.
Then the round is over.
True. Okay then, guess we'll be going now. We'll keep everything you said in mind.
Thanks, other Layla.
Kaveh and Farazan were super confident at the start, but it turns out they're the last ones to find a disruptor.
Oh, the same spot. Okay, so Farazan didn't find... Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Paimon. I'm sorry. Seems like Farazan did not find the ley line thing at that spot. Or maybe she found a tunnel and it led her to that spot. I don't think that's it. But yeah, poor Kaveh. Oh, we should say hello to this guy with the flowers. Hello. How are our golden roses doing right now? Ah, it's you. Come, come. These flowers are growing well, are they not? See you around. You have a good heart, child. May the gods watch over you in that heart of yours. See you. Yeah, see you later. Alright, just these two.
It should be around here.
Finally found it.
Kaveh? Are you?
Oh, Madame Faruzan. And here I thought you would have finished this round by now.
Farazan, Kaveh!
Oh, and Layla, that sounds, yeah.
Done.
Layla logged her points. That's great.
I didn't expect that you and I would find a disruptor at the same time. How are the other contestants
You guys are
doing?
the last two.
Tainari and Hakai forfeited, while Sino and Layla are already done. You two are the only ones left.
That's right.
Huh? That's weird. Didn't you start digging really early on?
Yeah, what
Yes,
happened,
I
Farazan?
kept digging, but instead of finding a disruptor, I found a ruin. I fell down pretty deep, and it was completely dark in there. It took me quite some time to unlock the various mechanisms and return to the
But thankfully, that's
surface.
something you're super experienced with now.
Actually, really impressive.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Finishing a week's worth of trials in such a short time. Huh. That's pretty amazing, Madame Faruzan.
What about you? Why are you so late?
I encountered a lot of lost desert foxes along the way, and I brought them to the outskirts of the competition zone. When I came back, I was absolutely parched.
No.
And then I blacked out. Probably from the heat, you know?
Oh, poor
When I woke
Kaveh.
up, it was already night. I used the last of my strength to come here.
A most curious reason indeed. But are you sure you're all right? It sounds like you were in an incredibly dangerous
It
situation.
seems like there's a lot of safety
You said
concerns
you were
with this
familiar with
leg
the
of the
desert.
tournament.
The way you handle problems, it does feel rather at odds with your title as a genius.
It was problematic, but that had nothing to do with me being a genius. It was my decision. The way I did things wasn't optimal, but I wouldn't have been comfortable not doing it either. My conscience would have weighed on me.
Yeah, I can tell.
Youths these days, each stranger than the next.
At least these two get along,
Back to
though.
the main issue at hand. Since we are both very certain that this is where the final leyline disruptor is, let's dig it up then. Well, this is indeed it. Of that there is no doubt. But how shall we count the score this time?
Good question.
What is it, youngster? You seem relieved.
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that this round's finally over.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey, hasn't
There
it?
shouldn't be any more innocent creatures getting wrapped up in danger.
I hope not.
As for the points, I guess we can draw lots again later. I can't think of anything better.
Alright, in that case, let's all head back to Aru Village.
Although,
Paimon thinks you'll both need some
yeah,
water.
Farazan said, though, that he could have the points this time if they worked together, which in the end, they kind of did. And if they did, they would each have 2. And if they didn't, Farazan would have the same amount of points as Sino, and they would be tied for first place, which would be quite an interesting situation. Anyway, it seems just a little odd they keep getting into that situation. This is the second time now.
Looks like the second round is over. I wonder who is faster, Kaveh or Madame Farazan? Huh? Where's Madame Farazan?
Where is she?
She went to get water. She'll be back shortly. We basically arrived at the same time, so we'd like to draw lots again.
Yeah.
You get caught up in some things so easily, like drawing lots.
I'm not caught up in anything. Don't make it sound like I take pleasure in having bad luck.
Really? Then should I say that you have a curious affinity for drawing
You know,
lots?
Alhaitham's going a little bit far this time. Like, in his
I'll go get the box and slips of paper for the lots. Please
arguments.
wait a moment.
Your personal baggage.
Oh, here we go again. Let's see how I fare.
Hey, Kaveh, you did it!
I got it! Did you see that? I won!
You won the 50-50. We're so proud of you. Good job, Kaveh.
Congratulations.
Now the points are tied between Farazan and Kaveh.
Oh, finally! After all this time!
It looks like you've been rewarded for your tribulations in the desert. This round's points are yours.
Yay. Everything lines up perfectly.
And with that, our second round is done. Sino,
So-
Layla, and Kaveh
Oh,
are
Layla also
victorious
has
contestants.
4 points too, right?
As for the current standings, let me see.
Sino and Layla in the lead.
Sino and Layla both have 4 points, putting them both in first place. The rest in descending order are Tainari, Farazan, Kaveh,
Farazan and
Hat Guy.
Kaveh are
The next
tied as
round
well.
will be the final one. Please
I think
rest up
Hat Guy
beforehand,
is
everyone.
throwing because I think he could easily win any of these.
I heard that some stalls at the Wisdom Gala are debuting new games. So
Yay!
feel free to drop by if you're interested. Otherwise, see you next round.
See you next round. Perfect. Suspicions aroused. What is that? Is that the next thing? That is the next thing. Wait, this is still Act 2. Still Act 2. We gotta go back then. Interesting. I was gonna be like, okay, let's go play some games now, or let's see if there's any follow-up to the whole diadem thing, which I don't think there is. But suspicions aroused. What is this? Finally back to the rainforest. Tainari will be so happy now that he's not going to die of heat stroke.
Feels like something's been on your mind this entire time.
Yes, that is true. That white-haired man I saw before the competition started. The secret conversation we overheard after the first round ended. Both of those, yes.
Traveler, Paimon. I finally found you.
Finally? Did something happen?
We were in the desert the whole time, sorry. I know you guys were in the
There's something
rainforest, we're in the
off about
desert.
This year's Academia Extravaganza.
Yes.
When Candace and I were at the cafe earlier, we might have caught sight of some mercs on business. Thing is, they were disguised as tourists here to shop.
Okay.
But no disguise can mask the stench of blood. Just from their suspicious looks, I bet they do dirty work like kidnapping or assassinations.
Hmm.
We eavesdropped on them for a while. Their target seems to be someone called Sachin.
Oh no.
Sachin? Isn't that the person who Karina mentioned during the opening ceremony?
We just saw the journal about
He's
too.
apparently the sponsor behind the competition prizes and the Diadem of Knowledge, but he hasn't shown himself at all.
Interesting.
Sounds like a rich person, all right. It makes sense now.
Okay.
The Eremites have been struggling to make ends meet recently, so a lot of groups have been doing private work that involves the rich.
Okay.
In their words, one gig sets you up for half a year. Just one job like this nets them enough mora to take it easy for a while.
The extravaganza has brought many tourists to Sumeru City all at once, so it's likely that they took advantage of the bustle to sneak in. Dia and I wanted to directly capture them, but they were on guard and made some excuse to slip away.
I would have tied him up if it wouldn't have caused a scene. Who's legally supposed to take care of this kind of thing? The Matra or the Core of 30?
I
If
don't
Simon
know.
were here, he'd definitely get involved. Why don't we head over to the Academia and tell Amatra?
Yeah, we can do that.
Thanks a million, you two.
Not at all. It was coincidence on our part as well.
Yeah, don't sweat it. The Eremite's reputation is gonna get even worse if these scumbags succeed. But this is Sumeru City. Candace and I don't have as much freedom to act here, so we're leaving this in your hands.
Don't worry, it's your
Should you
vacation.
require our aid,
We will
come
handle the
find us at
situation.
cafe.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Paimon's noticed that something's bugging you. Is it the extravaganza? 'Cause Paimon's starting to think that there's more than
Yeah,
meets
there's
the eye
definitely
here,
some
too.
things that are not adding up.
But thinking like this isn't doing anything. Let's just go find Amatra.
Yeah, let's do that. They're at the cafe, right? Let's see. I love how in the city there's all the posters too, advertising the festivities. Although I realize all the spectators would have had to go out into the desert too, into the scorching heat. But then again, just like us, they get to have as much food and water as they want to bring. Are you inside the cafe? Or are they just not there yet? Maybe they're there after I talked to the Matra first. They haven't walked there yet. We walk too fast. That's what we're doing, I think. Nope.
I'm surprised anyone has the guts to try to pull off something like this during the extravaganza. Just goes to show how tempting a fortune like Sachin's is. What would you do if a
Or
sum
maybe
of more
it's
like
not
that
just because
suddenly
there's money.
landed in your
I
lap?
don't know. I think that diadem is cursed.
I don't know. I've never thought about it.
Come on, first thing off the top of your head. How would you spend it?
Buying food, finding water sources.
The necessities
That
of life,
kind of thing,
very
I
important. Those are the correct priorities for sure. All right, let's go see if we can report this in, because something is very fishy here. Hello.
Hey, isn't that the Matra we investigated Siraj with?
It is in Alhaitham's quest, that's right.
Hello, both. It's been a while. Do you have any issues to report?
Yes. You tell Arav about the situation with Dia and Candace.
Someone's planning to kidnap Sachin. Goodness. Though I suppose it's not all that surprising. The growing popularity of the extravaganza has given him quite the reputation boost as its sponsor. He's seen as one of these super rich types.
Yeah.
Well, since he's got a target on his back now, shouldn't you send some people to protect him?
To tell you the truth, we've thought about doing just that. However, Sachin apparently prefers to spend most of his time out doing field work, and hardly ever comes back to Sumeru City. No one has been able to contact him. Our only lead is something he once said. Each time the Inter-Darshan Championship is held, I will be watching from close by to choose a suitable person to inherit my estate. Assuming he remains committed to that promise, then he must be right here in the city somewhere. I suspect that the Eremites in question must have heard about that as well, and decided to come here and try their luck.
Interesting.
So they shouldn't know where Sachin is either, right?
I would assume not. Anyway, Mahamatra Saino is still on vacation, so I'll handle this.
Thank you, Arav.
Don't you worry. A couple of kidnappers aren't going to get very far in Sumeru City these days. I have my ways of forcing them out into the open. All of that said, if you're interested in Sachin's story, why don't you try tracking him down as well?
We
The sooner
have been
ascertain
doing
his
that already.
whereabouts, the quicker we can act to ensure his safety. I mean, you could task all the Matra and the whole Corps of 30 with someone's protection, but if the client doesn't show themselves, there's nothing we can do to help them.
Fair point. Guess we should start searching for him too, but where should we start?
Do the Matra have any information at all on Sachin?
None, I'm afraid. He's never committed any crimes or broken academic protocol, so we don't have a very detailed file on him. I've heard that Alhaitham has now stepped down from his post as acting Grand Sage and is back to being the scribe again. Maybe it's worth checking to see if he knows anything.
Okay.
Good idea! Okay, we'll head back to the extravaganza venue and see if we can find him.
Sounds good. Looks like we have a mystery on our hands here. Mystery. Because I wouldn't say it sounds like a ghost story, except for the fact that we saw a literal ghost. That sounds very much like a ghost story. This guy hasn't been seen for years. It's impossible to contact him. But he's watching us from who knows where. Hello, Nilu.
Hey, Nilu, have you seen Alhaitham anywhere?
Alhaitham? Why, what is it?
We're trying to track down someone and we need him to pull up some records for us.
Yeah. He's the
Oh,
scribe
I see.
after all.
Sorry, I don't know where he went.
That's okay.
He's always the first to leave after the competition ends, and he never tells anyone where he'll be going.
Classic Alhaitham.
Huh. Yeah, actually, that sounds about right for him.
Yeah, classic Alhaitham.
Let me think. To be honest, he doesn't seem very interested in the extravaganza, so he probably doesn't stick around longer than he has to. To him, being a commentator is just extra work he was roped into. Do you guys know of any places he'd go after work?
Probably not the tavern, unless everyone else forced him to go to the tavern. So he probably went home.
Ooh, maybe. Paimon remembers that his house isn't that far from here, so we might as well check it out.
Yeah, that's right. And he's going to go there, and suspicions aroused. You know, everybody who's been acting a little bit suspicious. Now I'm concerned. Hang on.
I wonder where Alhaitham would go.
Me too. Anyway, he's probably arguing with Kaveh after their long day today is what's going to happen. Either that or he's keeping to himself. And Kaveh should be glad. Because otherwise it's just when not... He got a win today though, so I'm happy for him. He deserves it. That being said, where is Alhaitham's house again? Here is Alhaitham's house. Hello.
Let's try knocking.
Knock.
No answer? Maybe no one's home.
Knock again.
Hello? Alhaitham? Are you in? We need your help with something.
Hello.
Oh, it's you two?
Oh, hi, Kaveh.
Oh, Kaveh, you're home.
Come on in. I'll get the door for you.
We didn't hear a peep when we first knocked. We thought no one was home.
He's hiding, of course.
Well, I can't be too careful. If someone from the academia came here looking for Alhaitham, and I opened the door for them without thinking, before long the whole city would know that I'm living here.
You're pretty conscientious about this, huh? So, what happens if someone comes inside looking for him while you're at home?
It's fine, as long as I stay in my own room. Anyway, why would someone just barge in
Yeah, why
here
would somebody
looking
just
for him?
barge in here? Doesn't he
Most
lock the
people have
front
better
door?
things to do.
Fair enough. So do you know where he is at the moment?
What do you think? Who knows what he does in his free time? All that matters to me is that he's out of the house.
Ah, did you have a quarrel or something?
I wouldn't call it that. He's just incapable of saying anything pleasant at all.
True.
I told him how the second round went. I won the lot draw, remember? Because of good karma, of course. My luck's on the
I
rise.
wouldn't talk to him about it.
Him, being him. Oh, you wouldn't believe what he said after I was done talking.
I think I can, but I don't
You're
like
always
to hear
quick
it.
to remind me that you're my upperclassman, and yet you do not problem solve in the manner becoming of an upperclassman. This begs the question of why we attach prestige to seniority at all. What does he mean, manner becoming of an upperclassman? What, am I supposed to earn the title of upperclassman now? And he didn't stop there. He said, I'd encourage you to reflect on why you've ended up having to rely on luck every round. Frankly, it's incomprehensible to me how you've managed to make it to this age without acknowledging the proverbial elephant in the room of your life.
Yeah, that does sound like something Alhaitham
It sounds
would say.
very much like something he would
I've
say.
had it with him. Every time I talk to him, it's the same way. He finds a way to infuriate me every single time.
Man, I feel for Kaveh in this situation,
Anyway,
though.
the disdain is very much mutual between us, so I'll be moving out as soon as possible. I'm actually packing my things right now. He'll have to get used to doing his own
You can move
cleaning
to
and
a
tidying from now
teapot if you
on.
wanted to.
See those perfectly hung paintings on the walls? They're coming with me too. If his life wasn't utterly devoid of artistic sensibility already, it certainly will be after today.
He doesn't have any artistic sensibility.
You're moving out already? But the competition isn't even over yet. How can you afford it?
Well, obviously I can't just yet. I'm just packing early to get ahead of the game. I've got my new place picked out already. The moment I have my hands on the prize money, I'm going to buy it and move my things right in. It'll take me 3 days tops to move out of here for good.
Oh, I hope you
I
get what you want.
to achieve this goal. No matter what happens in the third round, I will win. I will emerge triumphant. You'll see.
I believe in you.
Well, we'll be rooting for you. But are you sure you'll be all right?
In what way?
Layla said that she thinks you'll get caught up in internal conflict.
That's right.
Meaning what exactly? Oh, don't tell me you think I have serious personality
Not
flaws
in the
too.
bad way.
Oh, we didn't say that.
I mean, not personality flaws, but you definitely have personality differences. And that's okay. But you have to be able to understand yourself and protect yourself.
To help those desert foxes.
Wait, what's so unusual about all that? I gave you my reasons. I would have felt guilty otherwise. Where's the conflict in that?
Because part of you still wanted to win the competition. Well, why would you feel guilty?
Well, when you put it like that, yes, why indeed? It's a good question. I guess it's just in my nature. Plus, if I just did nothing, then there'd be no escaping the blame if something bad came of it later down the line.
But thinking like that all the time must make your life so exhausting. Not to mention that by helping out, you put yourself at risk. Fainting in the middle of the desert, for example. Was that really worth it?
It's complicated. Look, let's maybe leave this conversation for another time.
Yeah.
What was it you needed Alhatham's help with anyway?
It's so interesting doing this after I just finished playing Triangle Strategy and I did Frederica's ending. And spoilers for Triangle Strategy, by the way, if anybody plays that. But yeah, I definitely picked the path where it was like doing something. Well, okay, the situation in there was very complicated. I basically picked the path where we can save like this group of people, but in turn we leave behind a country or a continent full of war and conflict, and more people will get hurt. So in the end, it shows that even when you're trying to make compassionate choices, sometimes nothing's perfect. And for Kaveh, it's like, and something what I love about Kaveh is I just like kind of relate to his personality a lot. That wanting to make everything be okay, but not being able to actually realizing that you're not capable of doing everything all on your own, making everything better all on your own. Although not sure he's realized that. I mean, like, it worked out for him this time, but like, I am worried that he could have actually fainted in the middle of the desert. And yeah, we have a tracker, we're looking out for him. But like, it's not necessarily so much that he's gullible, but it's that he chooses to make decisions that in the pure hopes that he can make somebody else's life better than the way he feels. But I think he needs to realize that you need to have empathy for yourself too. That's something that's really hard to learn sometimes, is take a look at yourself and what do you need, and realizing that doing that for yourself actually helps you be a better person for other people too. And like I said, I'm not really sure I really agree with him 100% all the time, and neither with Alhaitham, because they're supposed to be on two extreme ends of a scale, right? But I definitely relate to Kaveh a lot, and I just think he needs to take better care of himself, because that kind of empathy is really precious in this world. But it just simply can't exist if you just let it be taken advantage of all the time. You need to be able to protect yourself when the time comes as well, so you can get back out there and be there for other people. Anyway, we're looking for Sachin. We've already found his journals, and we've talked and interviewed a bunch of people, but we're still looking for him now.
Sachin? Huh. He did actually mention a Sachin recently. I remember he brought a few documents home that day. He was thinking out loud as he looked through them, making some notes and doodling as he went. He even suggested that I should take a look.
Doodling? I'll hate them doodles.
Give me a moment. Let me go find them. Ah, this is the one. Here, take it.
You sure he'd be okay with this?
Probably not, but
with taking liberties, he's certainly
it's also
okay with helping
Kabe's
himself
house
to
too
my
at this
beer
point,
whenever
so
he pleases. And anyway, he did ask me if I wanted to read his notes. I didn't see the point at the time, so he just left them on the side. He doesn't leave documents lying around unless he's okay with other people reading them. It's fine, I promise.
Cool, if you say so. Okay, let's see what he's got on Sachin.
Okay, let's see.
I fetched the documents for you. Feel free to look through them at your leisure.
Thank you. That's so nice of you. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, he's born to a wealthy family, moved to, he was merchant in Sumeru, enrolled in Vahimana with excellent grades, and graduated at age 15. That's quite a feat. At 16, he ventured out to research local environment and customs. 23, his father passed away, so he took over the family business. At 25, he once again ventured to the desert to conduct field research. Traveled with a caravan and lived in our village. At 32, he returned to Sumeru City. Okay, so that must have been the 7-year time gap that the journal was. His mental state was in shambles. At 33, he trusted all his properties to the academia and pledged to donate all the proceeds to the academia. Following this excerpt from his contract. 30% of all revenue generated from the business will be used to fund prizes for the Introduction Championship, which will encourage young prodigies to actively participate in competition. I will also be donating my entire collection, the prominent item of which, the Diadem of Knowledge, will serve as a symbol of honor in the Great Introduction Championship. Only the winner in the competition may wear it. In addition, the Academia is only given the right to maintain and manage my properties. Ownership of them does not belong to the Academia, nor does it belong to me. Each year in the Introduction Championship is revealed. I'll leave a close sign each candidate. If I particularly identify with a participant, I will reveal myself. I'll then bequeath them all my wealth to this individual who I judge worthy. Oh my gosh, this is a ghost story. You know how he's watching us? He's the ghost. He's the ghost, isn't he? He's the ghost, and he's watching us as a ghost because there's something cursed about this crown that's like changed people's mental states and stuff when they come into contact with it. There's been no word from him since. Many claim to have seen him in the desert, but none of such claims have been verified. 20 years have passed since then. Oh no.
That was a lot of information. Paimon's getting a headache. So, to sum up, Sachin put the Academia in charge of managing his estate and went off to do research, right?
Maybe he faded away from
said that if he
dark
really
magic.
liked one of the contestants,
I don't
he
know.
wouldn't just give them a reward, but his entire estate as well. Oh, that must be worth heaps and heaps of mora.
What? Are you serious? All of Sachin's wealth, that's more than I could spend in a lifetime, surely. Heck, if I got chosen, I'd be able to pay off all my debts, then buy a new place, and still have cash to burn.
I know, it'd be like winning the
I could build
lottery.
Another palace of Alcazar's array. Except this time, I'd make it 10 times bigger.
And you could live in it
Oh,
yourself.
then there's that new project in Port Ormos, of course. The bridge renovation. To do it properly would take upwards of...
Hey, stop
Yeah, you need to win first. And you need to win the favor of a ghost,
You're
I
right.
think.
First, I need to focus on winning and moving out of this place.
Huh? Wait a moment. There's a loose slip of paper tucked in between these pages. Did Alhaitham write this? It looks like he was jotting ideas down as he was thinking things over. Let's see. Two phrases have been circled. Sachin, dead or alive, unknown. And diadem
Sachin
of knowledge.
is a ghost. I'm calling it right now. I'm saying it right now. He's the ghost we saw.
Written in some other language?
Let me see.
No. Yes, I mean,
I
Alhaitham
recognize this
speaks
script.
and can write in 20 languages,
Give
so
me a
sure.
second. Lofty ideals may provide no defense at all against nihilism, but perhaps little decisions can. That's a rough translation anyway. I can't guarantee it's 100% accurate. There's another smaller line of text underneath. Why would he bring that up?
Wow. It's so cool that you can actually read this script.
Yeah, you're awesome, Kaveh.
We worked together on a project once when we were students. The title was Decoding the Runes and Architectural Philosophy of the Ruins of King Deshret's Civilization. I had to familiarize myself a little with this script at the time.
Oh, interesting. So, any idea what Alhaitham meant by all this?
Who knows? The way his mind works.
What's
is one
the
of the
smaller
great
script
mysteries
that
of the world.
then?
Fair enough. Well, guess we've learned all we can
Let's
here.
hope Arav made some progress.
Yeah, he better catch those crooks. But until then, let's just head out for a
Yeah, let's
stroll.
do that. Thank you so much, Kaveh. It's nice to see you doing well. I think you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. I mean, you have it. Wait. There's a lot going on right now. Okay, to claim the crown. You're not sure if Arav has completed his investigation behind the kidnapping case and uncovered a truth yet. It looks like Dory has some more lore for us, which we will do.
Little decisions. What could have been going through his mind when he wrote that?
I'm gonna have to go look back at that quote again to figure out what he meant because I wasn't fully paying attention. You notice that none of these rooms look like bedrooms in Alhaitham's house, unless they sleep like on these like living room couches. That's a nice picture though. You can't go in there. You can't go in there. Oh, these must be the two bedrooms. Okay, that must just be like an office or a study or something. Anyway, it has been so nice to see you, Kaveh. Thank you. I hope you do well. Alright then, let's go check out a couple of the mini games and then we will call it an episode. So I believe last time we did, we did Amorta and Spontamod's activities. So today let's go in a circle. Let's do Haravatat and then Vahumana's ones. And see what is up with what the other Darshans are doing over here at the booths. Because these little games are kind of fun. Hello, Dory. Where is the... Oh, it's up there. How do we get up there? From here? I always take like the higher teleport. Here we go, this way. There is a star trail leading us to where we want to go. Hello. Good day to you, traveler. Given how you appear, you must be here to take part in the Wisdom Gala, yes? Indeed. If you're interested, would you like to try out the event that we, the Haravatat, are organizing? If I recall, Haravatat studies languages, albeit that's a loose summary. That is what we research here at Haravatat. Well, what do you think? Sound like a good fit for the gala's festive and relaxed atmosphere, does it not? It's not been that relaxing. It's been pretty intense trekking through the desert and all that, but yes, we could use some relaxation for sure. Many of my fellow Darshan members do quite think so. Everyone is having fun to their heart's content, so surely we shall not spoil the mood by going around asking people riddles, yes? In any case, we shall be hard-pressed to drum up much interest if we make people guess riddles for activity. After much friendly discussion, we've decided on a little game known as In Truth Steps. It does not require any tools or items, just a subtle mind and clear thoughts. When this game starts, I will tell you a story. Now, it may seem to you that the tale is going nowhere. Indeed, some parts of it even defy common sense. And so you can question me, to which I will answer using 3 types of answers. Yes, no, or it doesn't matter. What you need to do is use your questions to find the truth to this story. Don't be nervous, though. The correct answer isn't meant to be all that complicated. What do you say? If you're interested, we can start now. Let's do it. This seems like fun. It's exactly what my favorite thing to do in this game is, which is pick at all the little details in the storytelling and be like, hey, that's important, isn't it? That's referring to something. Let's do it. Good. In that case, lend me your ears. Alright, part 1. A group of 4 strangers was patrolling the Avidia forest. Asti and Badim were responsible for surveying the surrounding environment. While advancing, they discovered monsters ahead and ended up getting caught in a downpour, with the rain making the ground so muddy that they were temporarily stranded. Asti sent Badim out to the other team of forest rangers with the intention of reminding them to stay vigilant. Then Asti hid in a tree until the monsters left. Later, following Badim, the other team of forest rangers successfully rendezvoused with Asti. Afterwards, they quickly left the forest. However, of their number, only Badim was soaking wet. Why was that? Okay. So, Asti and Badim were in the forest. Okay, so A and B. Person A, person B. Caught in a downpour. They should have both been wet. They discovered monsters. That the monsters have anything to do with them not becoming wet. Asti sent Badim out to the other team of forest rangers with the intention. Then Asti hid in a tree until the monsters left. Maybe they were already in a tree and Badim got wet, traveling to the other forest rangers. The rain. Was the downpour heavy? Yes. Okay, it was very heavy rain. Could people travel across the mire easily? No, the mire could not have been traversed by human strength. Okay. The forest rangers. Was any waterproof gear brought along? Yes, enough to ensure that the forest rangers' clothes would not get wet. Also, they should have been wearing waterproof stuff. Were Asti and Badim far away from the other team of forest rangers? The distance is so great that even shouts could not be heard. Okay, it's quite a lot. Were there vision holders? No. No vision holders. Was everyone on that patrol a forest ranger? A critical question. No. Let me read this again. A group of forest rangers was patrolling the Avidia forest. Asti and Badim were responsible for surveying the surrounding environment. It does not say that Asti and Badim were forest rangers. So they could or couldn't. They could either be them or not be them. Also, it says I've asked 6 questions. Am I not supposed to ask every question? So only the forest rangers were wearing gear. But it never said that Asti or Badim were forest rangers. And it doesn't say... But it says to the other team of forest rangers. So the other team implies that the 2 of them were a team of forest rangers. But not everybody there was a forest ranger. Okay. So Badim. This is what I want. Was Badim a forest ranger? Badim was not a forest ranger, but the forest ranger's companion. So he was not wearing... So then that means he doesn't have to have worn... He doesn't have to have worn the gear. No. Okay, that wasn't important. Okay, I need to stop asking questions because I didn't think of that. You know what? Was made him a human being. No. Was made him like a dog? Okay, we already know no vision holders. Can Badim fly? Yes. Alright. Badim is a bird. Was flight one of Badim's innate abilities? Did Maiden need equipment? No, I think we got it. It's a bird. It's a bird. By being a good flyer. Was a dusk bird. They were wet because they did not have any waterproof gear. I mean, it's true, they're a bird. There we go! We did it! This is what I'm an expert at this. Congratulations! I definitely think you've got the hang of this. But the full truth behind this tale. The full truth is this. Maiden was a messenger dusk bird used by the forest ranger Asti. After inciting the wild beast, Asti chose to send Maiden out to inform the other forest rangers due to the storm impeding travel. Maiden flew through that storm and thus got all wet. That makes sense. Alright, thank you very much. How well did I do? I didn't realize I wasn't supposed to ask all the questions. I was supposed to use them all up. Never mind. Actually, no, you know what? Oh, I thought there would be like more rewards if you asked less questions and like was able to deduce what were the right questions to ask and minimize it. But nope, looks like we got it. We have figured out the truth. Alright, next one is Vahumana. Ooh, there's a little item there. Dana from Vahumana seems to be busy with something. Okay, Antiquity hunt. That one was fun though. I like that. Let's see. You're up there. Why are we always so low down? Here we go. Hi. Oh, why does everyone seem so exhausted? Are you running some sort of event here? You're the traveler, aren't you? I've always wanted to meet you. That's right, Vahumana is running an archaeology-themed game this time. We have many researchers who study history under our banner, and so archaeological work, especially the sort that is done in person, is often unavoidable. Wait, don't be nervous. We're not getting everyone to do that in person. This event is just a replica of archaeological activities. Although, to be fair, we've done a lot of archaeological investigating as well. We've been through a lot of ruins. We escorted a Vahumana researcher through the desert, so we are quite well versed in this. We have placed a lot of replica relics and buried them all across Sumeru City, and we term those places, at least for now, our archaeological zones. Those who take part in this activity just need to bring our specially made detectors to those sites and dig up the buried replicas. It's all thanks to the students of the other darshans for constructing a batch of containers and corresponding detectors. You just need to follow the detector in order to find the replicas. We've even split the type of replicas into zones according to the elements. However, these detectors were originally used in elemental servers, and despite our last-minute modifications, they might still be affected by certain elements. All in all, you just need to dig up the replicas and you'll find that we've got awesome rewards for you. What do you think, Traveler? Would you be interested in giving this a go? Yeah, for sure. That sounds like lots of fun. Great. In that case, here's a detector. I'll mark the archaeological zones on your archaeological manual. Alright, that should do it. Well, Traveler, go on there and have yourself some archaeological fun. Yay! Once you found all the replicas, do remember to come back and collect your reward from me. Ooh, so, not just Sumeru City, like all the way around. Okay, so it's a treasure hunt. I like this. I should read these, but I'm not.
I just heard that the Matra have arrested some Eremites who snuck into the city.
Ooh.
Maybe they were the ones plotting to kidnap Sachin.
Maybe. We'll have to find out.
Let's go to the academia and check with Araf.
We will, for sure. Let's see. In the next episode, that's what we'll do. Sorry, where are we going? Go to Devantaka Mountain to look for the archaeological zone. Okay, so it's just exactly where I thought it would be. Are we here? Here we are. Please equip the gadget search compass. Ooh, okay. Let's use it. Compare the measurement readings to find relic replicas. Okay, so we're not very close. Can I pick it up? What if I don't want it to be here? Can I deploy here? Okay, I can't pick it up yet. Alright, 1% close by. That's not necessarily the best use of that. 47%. Is it? I saw in the tutorial thing. It was near these, right? 94%. Remove the cause of said interference as soon as possible. Unfortunately, I don't think my team is well equipped to do that. I don't have a Sumeru Pyro character. I think the only one is Dia.
Klee can help.
Alright, Klee! Alright, interference has been cleared. Okay, and I got the other two things back. Okay, shouldn't stray too far from the circle. Okay, wait, 74%. Is it where all those mushrooms are? That would be my next guess. Hello, don't mind me. I'm just minding my own business. Don't bother with I'm just doing my own thing. Okay, we're getting not as close. Oh, we are getting closer. It's been narrowed down further.
Can't see. I hear everything. Behold.
Okay, well those mushrooms had little things over them, so I assume that they were the interference. Okay, 21%. 21%. 10%. So somewhere this way?
Too slow.
81%. Is it higher up? Oh, no, is it higher up? Okay, that's... Alright, well we can't use that. So... Is it in the waterfall? Is it this? 83. I think it's up. I think we have to climb up. Unfortunately.
The wind rises.
It's okay. Climbing's a lot easier now that I wander. He just does like... Goes up halfway for me. With flying.
Behold.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? I think it's up here. %. Alright, never mind. We did that for nothing. Alright, so where are the two I put? Okay, 80, 81, 83. Oh, that dendrofly? Is it that dendrofly? 39. Okay, it's not here. Is it in the waterfall? Stopping expedition, current progress saved? Okay, don't stray too far from the circle then. That being said, I don't know what we're looking for. Okay, that one...
Quit following me.
Oh, right here. Okay, I was really close then, so it was just in between those two. Relic replica container 1. That's great. So we just keep placing them, we can eventually narrow it down. Hello, don't mind me. Okay. They are doing good. I don't want to hurt any of the hilly churls. Okay, 65. And apparently I just nailed it right away. That was not my intention. But there we go. Challenge completed. Now, what are these replicas? Or what are these supposed to be representing? I don't know. But it's probably something really, really cool.
Swollen Fury.
Alright, so I think that's going to be the end of this episode. Looks like we had a lot of fun going through the desert, except for poor Tainari, who did not do very well in the desert. But we learned a little bit more about all of our contestants and their motivations and their passion and what they're here for.
Quit following me.
Kaveh kind of dealing with that internal conflict of wanting to win but also be a good person. And Layla getting her confidence for her daytime self too, not just her other sleepwalking self. Still don't know what Wanderer is up to. He probably is up to something. Probably not as bad as he's making it look.
Too slow.
Looks like everybody is making their good progress, and we need to find out the mystery with Sachin and whatever is going on with this mysterious ghost crown. All of this and more will be revealed in the final episode. Alright, so I'm super looking forward to that. We're going to be pulling for Kaveh soon too, which is great. I will hopefully have him in the next episode. So yeah, thanks for watching everybody. Take care, see you later. Bye.